Welcome everyone to Social China in this beautiful place called Le Board. And here I am with the creative director of this amazing store boutique. I don't even know what to call it. It's like a fashion
We call it
experience.
a gathering space. We call it our fashion home.
Talk to us about it. What was the impetus to this? Why do we have this amazing space?
Well, we all felt very homeless when it came to having a space here that us women mostly can come and feel part of something a little bit bigger. I mean, we all love clothes, we love fashion, and we created this space so we could bring women together to feel inspired, women that have goals. We switched from the word dreams to goals because we wanted to, again, give them hope to believe that whatever it is that they want to do, creatively or not, can happen. And for me, you know, I started dressing the part before I actually got the part. So we use fashion as a great avenue, you know, entertainment, to bring these women together to create a look for themselves that inspires them to go out there and do great big things.
So Sofia, tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you got here. So you
I have no
style
idea.
me.
I have no idea how I got
dress, however.
No,
but
I got here because I look at my space and I'm like, it's a really cute space. I got here because I got up every morning and I kind of focused on doing exactly what it is that I loved. I happen to love a lot of things, but specifically I found that fashion was a way for me to, again, use something and to be able to make women happier. I like to help you, as you know,
yes,
be an ultimate version of yourself. Now today you're wearing latex, which was not expected, but guess what? You're happy. So for me, that's a win-win situation.
Right.
So the board focuses again on bringing women together. We offer styling services, and we are launching brands from all over the world that don't have much of a retail presence in the US. It's new designers, it's emerging designers. Some are more established than others, but again, we believe in talent and we believe in vision, and we curate them in a way where one can identify with a sense of style versus this is one designer, this is another designer. So we create stories, right? That we feel will excite you to be able to see yourself perhaps in different looks. On the website specifically, we show one outfit styled in 3 different ways. We promote style, not trends.
And why do you think it's so important for women and men, frankly, to have a sense of style? What does it give them?
I don't think there's anything that can happen without a sense of style, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about clothing. Style is everything. It's how you like to eat your breakfast. That to me is, you got a style on how you like to eat breakfast, or you have a style is a choice. So we are all about choices, and that's why we say it. I mean, it's interesting because, being that I do follow the trends because it's my profession to know what's going on out there, I personally tend to get inspired from the 70s, the 60s, from one-of-a-kind pieces, from styles that have gone out of style, because I like what looks good, what looks good on me, what I think looks good on you, and it's very different, and it's different for every person. So trends, I don't understand them.
This space, it was very important for you to have a space versus just sell online.
Yes, it was.
Talk to us about what is the value of having a space like this?
The value is, well, this space is a space where we host experiences. As you know personally, we have a little surprise in the store, which is how we marry technology to fashion, right? And that's something that somebody experiences. You can't possibly put it online. I mean, every cutting edge, the new idea, new technology, it can be found anywhere really. But we are very, again, passionate in enhancing the experience of the customer and making it immersive and making it experiential. So this is why it was important for us to have a physical space where people can come in and feel it for themselves.
Can you give us an example?
No, not right
like
now.
that?
Well, I can say that there will be projection mapping. There is VR, there's AR, there's holograms that will be going on in the space. So, yes, I mean, everything will be updated in our website and available for everybody that walks through the store.
Excellent. So coming full circle to Social China, what made this space a perfect marriage with what we were doing with Social China?
Well, the founder, the woman that's doing the event is a woman.
Yes.
We are very much about women-led businesses, women-focused products, and we are all about talent and innovative ideas. And this was very innovative. I love the artist. The woman downstairs that designed your dress is a 17-year-old girl.
Yeah, amazing.
So I'm all for that. I don't need anything other than that. Alone, the idea itself and the fact that she's out there doing what makes her happy is why this space exists. And if we can offer that, being that in New York today, it's so hard to go out there and just rent a space.
Right.
Right, it's so expensive. It becomes a little bit hard, challenging. We want to be here again to offer to people the chance to exist in a beautiful space on the Upper East Side in New York City where dreams come true.
And there's something about a tangible space, right? Where you can
I love space.
You feel
I love
the
connecting.
ground.
It's you got to get people together. People connect. People can reflect off each other, can identify. There's nothing like physically seeing and experiencing something, which you cannot get online. You cannot see something if you're not here, if you're not feeling it, smelling it, hearing it. This is why we need this.
And do you feel like when people are together in these kinds of spaces, that there's some kind of electricity?
Look at us.
Right.
We're like, I met a girl that is a photographer, and I asked her to actually model one of the pieces for me because she was so cool. But I'm saying it's bringing people together that are like-minded, or perhaps are not, but maybe they can connect in some way. Is I think what this city is about. It's all about the people you meet.
So if I walk in and I don't know what I want to wear, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What happens? What can you do for me?
Nothing. We just send you out. We say we can't help. I think you know what you like. That's a basis. We know what you like. So from then on, we can recommend other things. But we also want to shock you and push you in a direction that perhaps you might not know works for you.
Interesting.
Which is something that I find is happening very often because, I think we have these preconceived notions about ourselves and about fashion and about what looks good on us. So, coming in the space and perhaps seeing something that you'd never be able to visualize yourself in is what we offer. We could show it to you online and you can see yourself in that garment, or I can physically take you in a fitting room and play with you.
Yes. Well, it's ironic that it's Fashion Week. This is happening at Fashion Week, and you have these amazing ideas about what style should mean, that we should be trend focused. Do you feel like this is the new wave, that you're going to start seeing more and more brands, maybe Fashion Week in general, reflective of this diversity and
I have a hard time knowing what's going to happen. I just know what's happening here and what I like, which is why I'm doing this.
Right.
I have no right, nor do I feel in any way appropriate to say that trends should pass. On the contrary, I think they're there for the diversity to exist and to maybe push boundaries, maybe to make people talk about it. I'm just saying when it comes to everyday dressing,
right?
I think, or personality, or a personal style created for a long-term sustainability, trends make that slightly difficult unless you're one of those very eccentric women, which I love and adore and inspire me, that can go out there and do this and actually own it.
Yeah.
But I have a real problem when I see somebody and the first thing that I notice, or something, when a dress or when an outfit takes over, I believe you should take over a personality as a whole, as a woman, as a man. So, I mean, look at me, I'm wearing a pretty intense jacket, but I'm into it. I'm wearing it with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. There's ways to to play with things,
Yep.
right? That's my take on it. And doing a head-to-toe, head-to-toe something can feel slightly forced.
Talk to me a little bit more about the diversity story that you were referencing before around the diversity of New York and the diversity of trends and the diversity that fashion brings us. The designers that you bring in, how do you pick them? How do you choose them?
I find them, it's interesting because it can happen either I discover them online, social media. I do a lot of research and I focus again on places that, I'm not going to go to Barney's that I personally love and adore. I've been shopping there for years, but again, it's something that I want to excite a customer by finding brands that do not exist in America, in New York. It's about a research, it's about finding things. And it's interesting because all of these designers have friends designers and friends of, and suddenly you feel like there is a community being formed of designers that are, emerging, that support each other.
Interesting.
And don't have a retail presence. And the fact that we can offer that for them is really big for ourselves and them, of course.
So you've noticed that your network just grows.
Every 5
They
minutes,
all want to help each other.
Every 5 minutes. It's amazing how this works. It becomes a trend itself.
So these designers, are there? Do they have particular styles or backgrounds, or it's just whatever seems to work?
Well, that's something that you will all be able to find online in our newsletter and on our website, because what we are going to be doing is featuring these designers and getting really involved in understanding them and letting our customers know who they are.
Excellent.
Because for me, there's a story behind every garment here, and there is blood, sweat, and tears. And a lot of these pieces are one of a kind. Not everybody can afford to produce 5,000 pieces.
Right.
It becomes very difficult to do a wholesale model this day and age. So again, we are very flexible in the way we like to work with our designers.
Excellent.
So they get a chance to physically be here.
Well, I am super excited to have you, Sofia.
Thank
in
you.
this in our little program today.
Thank
so
you for having
excited
me.
to have you host us for Social China, and I look forward to shopping at Le Board.
Let's shop.
Thank you.
Thank you.